So we are going to start a new module, which is module number 4. In module number 4, you have two different segments I have mentioned in the last class. The first segment is of refrigeration, and the second segment is of psychometrics. So you get one question from the refrigeration and one question from the psychometrics. So psychometrics I prefer because it is easy to be understood, and even the mathematical calculations involved in the problems are pretty much less, very much less in fact. So I do suggest reading this, and it is also easy, but provided you have to carefully listen the first few classes of it to understand the different concepts of psychometrics and psychometric chat. So once you have done with it, the problems are going to be really easy for you. Okay, shall we start this particular module? Shall we?
Yes, sir.
No. Psychometrics. So hopefully this particular word is very much new to you. Okay. So one thing you understand when I talk about psychometrics, it always deals with humidity. Okay. So we all being on living in the Mangalore regions, Karavali region. So we are pretty much aware that what do you mean by humidity, isn't it? So what do you mean by humidity? Anyone? ಶಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಏನದು? What do you mean by humidity? Humid.
Amount of water content in the air, sir.
Very good. So it is a
Moisture content in the air.
water or water vapor or moisture content in the air is nothing but humidity. If there is more moisture content in the air, then definitely we would feel a lot more humid. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಶಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಆ ಶಕೆ ಭಾವನೆ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವಾಗ? When there is lot of water vapor present in the air. So according to you, the water vapor should be more or water vapor should be less? In an atmospheric air. Less. Less or more?
Less.
Less. Okay. So you feel comfortable when the water vapor is more, or you feel comfortable when the water vapor is less in an atmospheric air? Guys, please do respond. This is the first class. I expected good amount of
Yes, sir.
Okay. So fine. So that is what the amount of water vapor in an atmospheric air should be always less, so that the water turns into less and less humid air, so that we feel comfortable towards an atmospheric air. Even in your air conditioning systems also, so there would be a provision to alter the humidity of the room. Okay, you can change the humidity settings there. You can opt for more humid climate, more humid ambience, or less humid ambience based on your requirement. The air conditioning systems are capable enough to give the right amount of humidity, whatever you require. How all this is done? How an air conditioner is able to increase or decrease the humidity in a room, and how this humidity is being measured. So what are the different parameters involved? How to calculate problems on these stuffs? So we will be all learning this in this particular chapter. Is that clear? Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the properties of the moist air, dry air, water vapor mixture is known as psychrometric properties, and the systematic study of the properties is known as psychometry. So I told you it all deals about the moist air, water vapor, air conditioning systems, all those stuff. some important terms and definitions that you must be aware of in order to deal the problems on psychometry. Number one, dry air. It is self-explanatory, I guess. It is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, and small percentage of other gases without the water vapor. So if water vapor is present, then we will call it as the moist air. If the water vapor is absent, then we will call it as dry air. As simple as that. Is that clear? Now, the third one, the saturated air. One thing you just tell me out. Okay. Now, this is a room. In this particular room, you have air molecules as well as the water molecules. Correct? We have air molecules as well as the water molecules. Now, see, what do you mean by saturated air? The air molecules are nothing to do with the saturation, isn't it? Whether the air will change its state, air liquid ಆಗ್ತದ, air solid ಆಗ್ತದ, whether the air will change its state. No, isn't it? Then that means the saturation concepts are not required for the air. But come to the water now. Whether water will change into liquid?
Oh, no, sir. Yes, sir.
Water change ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So water will change into vapor, water will change into liquid, water will change into ice some of times. ಆನೆಕಲ್ಲು ಮಳೆ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತು? ಆನೆಕಲ್ಲು ಮಳೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. I don't know the English word, I forgot. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In that, the water molecules, the humid air, will directly convert into a solid form. Okay, and that particular thing will strike the earth. So that is known as something anekallu malu. Okay. So this is how it is. So the one thing which is frequently changing its phase, that is the water vapor. Air is calm and clean. It is nothing to do with the phase change. That means, if I want to use the word saturation, should I use it for air or water? Saturation ಅನ್ನೋ word ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಾ ಅಥವಾ ಏರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಾ? Which is changing the phase continuously or which is bound to change the phase? Yes?
Water.
Water. So the saturation concepts are applied for water, not for the air. Keep this in mind. So if I say saturated air, what does it mean? What does it mean? The water vapor present in that particular air is in saturation state. If I say saturated air, it means what? The water vapor, because air has nothing to do with saturation. Only water vapor is concerned with saturation. That's why if I say it is a saturated air, it is understood that water vapor present in that particular air is in saturated condition. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is what the saturated air means. Can anyone just read out the definition of saturated air? Harshit?
Yes, sir.
So please do read out this definition of saturated air.
If the partial pressure of water vapor corresponds to the saturation pressure of water at the mixture temperature, the mixture is said to be saturated. Saturated air is a mixture of dry air and saturated water vapor.
Is that clear? So at the mixture's temperature, that means MA plus MB. At the mixture's temperature, if the pressure of water is at the saturated level, then the whole air is called as the saturated air. Okay, so generally saturated air is a mixture of dry air and a saturated water vapor. Unsaturated air is just an opposite to it, where the water vapor present in the air is not saturated. That means unsaturated air is a mixture of dry air as well as the superheated vapor. That means above the saturation state. Above the saturation state. Okay. Now this is very, very important. There are two different temperatures that we measure. One is called as DBT and other one is called as WBT. Okay, what is DBT? It is dry bulb temperature, and other one is WBT, which is wet bulb temperature. ಏನಿದು ಏನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಹಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥರ್ಮೋಮೀಟರ್ ಉಂಟಾ, ಇದರದ್ದು ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಉಂಟು, ಸೊ ಇದರದ್ದು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Right? Now, if I keep this particular thermometer in the air and measure it, so whatever I get, that is nothing but DBT, that is dry bulb temperature. Okay na? ಈಗ ನಾನು ಎಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗಡೆದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ವೆಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ನ ವ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. I would wrap a wet cloth onto the bulb of a thermometer. Now, do you think the temperature will increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease.
Oi, wet cloth ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ, ತಣ್ಣೀರ್ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ತಲೆದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ?
ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್.
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಥರ್ಮೋಮೀಟರ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ವೆಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಎಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್?
Decreases.
So whatever the decreased temperature you are measuring, that is nothing but WBT. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ DBT ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ WBT ಗೆ, ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ?
Sir, DBT means dry bulb temperature. Dry wet bulb ಆದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಡ್ರೈ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್.
ಹೇಗೆ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ನೀನು DBT ಮತ್ತೆ WBT ನ?
ಸರ್,
DBT ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಥರ್ಮೋಮೀಟರ್ ಯಾರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಗೆ? ಹೇಗೆ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು DBT? ಹೇಳು ಸುಜನ್.
DBT means the temperature in air.
Okay. So how do you measure WBT?
WBT means if we wrap the bulb tube with wet cloth and
So if you
temperature
wrap
decreases.
the temperature bulb with a wet cloth, then whatever temperature you measure is known as WBT. Very good. Sushant, can you just read out this? What do you mean by DBT?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dry bulb temperature. It is the
Equilibrium temperature.
equilibrium temperature of the mixture indicated by an ordinary thermometer. It is denoted by TDB.
TDB. Wet bulb temperature. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
Wet bulb temperature. It is the equilibrium temperature of the mixture indicated by an thermometer whose bulb is covered with wet cloth.
Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? Any doubt between DBT and WBT? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
ಯಾವ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ? DBT ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದಾ WBT ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದಾ?
DBT.
DBT.
Always DBT will be higher side. Okay. So next we will something known as dew point temperature. Okay. the thermodynamic definition of dew point temperature is something else, guys. Okay, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಕೇಳಿ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಎದ್ದಾಗ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 4 ಗಂಟೆ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಸುಮಾರಿಗೆ ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರ್ತದೋ ಆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಫಾಗ್ ಎಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಆಗಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ಕಾಮನ್ ಫಿನಾಮಿನನ್ ಅದು, ಗೊತ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 4 ಗಂಟೆ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಸುಮಾರಿಗೆ.
Yes, sir.
So the temperature at that particular stage at which the dew forms is known as dew point temperature. ಯಾವ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Understood what do you mean by dew point temperature?
Yes, sir.
Now we shall have a thermodynamic touch to whatever we have understood. Okay, now what he says, dew point temperature, when an unsaturated air ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು? It should come in this particular region, isn't it? This is an unsaturated air, correct? Superheated, unsaturated. An unsaturated air is cooled at constant pressure. It cooled at constant pressure. Yeah, pressure variation ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, constant pressure ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next, reaches the saturation temperature. Okay, it reaches what? It reaches the saturation temperature corresponding to partial pressure of water vapor. This temperature is known as dew point temperature. ಅರ್ಥ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಈಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಐಸೋಬಾರ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಐಸೋಬಾರ್, ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಐಸೋಬಾರ್. ಈವನ್ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಐಸೋಬಾರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ವಾಟರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Water will cool down and reach its saturation state at here. This is the saturation line, alla? So it reaches the saturation state here. Okay, all those cannot be called as the dew point temperature. Okay, when this particular pressure is there, no? When this particular pressure is corresponding to the vapor pressure. Getting my point? When this particular pressure at which it is cooling down, if it is corresponding to vapor pressure, then it is known as dew point temperature. Artha aita? Understood?
Illa, sir.
Okay, simple. ಹೇಳಿ. ಈಗ ಈ DBT WBT ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ TS ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇದು TS ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಈಗ 10 ಬಾರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇದೆ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಈ 10 ಬಾರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ತರ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ತರ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರೀಚ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ T ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್. ಆ 10 ಬಾರಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ when it's cooled down? One ನಿಮಿಷ, I will give you an example. At 10 bar pressure, whatever the temperature I will get, that is 35 degrees Celsius when it's cooled down to a saturation level. Okay, 35 degrees Celsius ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Now, ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ. ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಗೆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 8 ಬಾರ್. 8 ಬಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಅದು ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ರೀಚ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇದರದ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರು ಒಂದು 25 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅಟ್ 5 ಬಾರ್, ಈಗ 5 ಬಾರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆದಾಗ now the temperature is 18 degree Celsius. ಓಕೆ, 3 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. 10 ಬಾರ್, 8 ಬಾರ್, 5 ಬಾರ್. 8 ಬಾರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ 35 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಾರಿ, ಓಕೆ, 8 ಬಾರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ 25 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. 5 ಬಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಲ್ ಆದಾಗ 18 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾ ಈಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಈ 5 ಬಾರ್ ಏನಿದೆ, this 5 bar is equal to partial pressure of vapor. What did I say? This particular 5 bar of pressure is corresponding to, is equal to partial pressure of vapor. Now, then 18 degree Celsius na ನಾವು ಡ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, why we are considering 18 degree Celsius as dew point temperature? Because the pressure at which it is being cooling, which is 5 bar, which is equal to partial pressure of the water vapor. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ 8 ಬಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು 25 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ನಾನು DPD ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? ಅದು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದು 8 ಬಾರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. That is not equal to PV. Correcta? ಅದು PV ಯಾವಾಗ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲೋ, then I cannot call 25 degrees as my DPT, which is dew point temperature. Okay, ಯಾವ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ನಾನು ಡ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀಬಹುದು? When the pressure
is equal to
when the pressure is equal to partial pressure of vapor. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we can understand the concept. Okay, don't worry, this will not trouble you much. Dew point temperature ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಹೆದರ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ, ಇದು ಈಸಿ ಕಣ. Specific humidity or humidity ratio, it is also called as, it is always denoted by omega. So omega ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? It is very much simple. It is mass of vapor divided by mass of air, dry air. Is that clear? How will you calculate specific humidity? Siddesh Lian. How will you calculate specific humidity? Mass of water vapor divided by mass of dry air. Muhammad Khalid.
Yes, sir.
ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ?
Mass of water vapor divided by mass of dry air.
Mass of vapor divided by mass of dry air. Now, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಂತದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, derive an expression for specific humidity of a water vapor mixture. ಇದು 2 times ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ 6 marks ಗೆ. Okay, how to do it? You know that specific humidity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Mass of vapor divided by mass of air. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ಗೆ PVT ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್. ಏರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ PV is equals to MV into RV into T. ಯಾಕೆ? The temperature and volume would be same for both water vapor as well as for the air. ಈಗ ಏರಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ PV is equals to MRT ಅಲ್ಲ, PA into V is equals to MA RA into T. Okay, ಇದರಿಂದ take out MV. So if I want MV, RA into T should be transferred to the denominator. Correct? Howda?
Yes, sir.
So that is what I have done here. Similarly, MA is equals to PAV divided by RAT. So ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಸೀದಾ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ. ಓಕೆ, MV ಗೊತ್ತು, MA ಗೊತ್ತು. ಹೇಗೆ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇದನ್ನು? We have used ideal gas equation, PV is equals to MRT. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರದ ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ?
Yes, sir.
Now, whatever is remaining is RA divided by V into PV divided by PA. Okay. Now, the RA value, RV value, you have to remember. I would write it. Okay. So, remember this. Okay. ಯಾವು RA ಮತ್ತೆ RV value. When you substitute RA and RV value, you will get omega is equals to 0.622 PV by PA. Okay. So ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೆನಪಿಡೋದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ಒಮೆಗಾ is equals to ಏನು? ಒಮೆಗಾ is equals to 0.622 PV by PA. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಈ ಎರಡು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿಟ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It might be asked, man. Just remember these two values, you'll be in a position to derive it. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ರೆಫ್ರಿಜರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣ ಇದೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪಿನ್ ಟು ಪಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ. Relative humidity is defined as the ratio of partial pressure of vapor to the partial pressure of saturated vapor. Just remember this. So relative humidity is denoted by phi. Okay. So what is phi? Relative humidity, how it is defined? It is PV divided by PVS. What is PV divided by PVS? Partial pressure of vapor divided by partial pressure of saturated vapor. Okay. ಹೇಳು ಸುಶಾಂತ್, ಏನು ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ?
The partial pressure of water vapor by saturation pressure of water.
ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡು, ಈ ಪಿ ವಿ ಇದೆನಾ? ಪಿ ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ PVS ಇದೆನಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ PVS? It is partial pressure of saturated vapor. Simple. So it is partial pressure of vapor divided by partial pressure of saturated vapor. Okay na? Simple. ಈಗ ಹೇಳು ಸುಶಾಂತ್.
The partial pressure of vapor divided by partial pressure of saturated vapor.
Partial pressure of saturated vapor. Simple. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೋಡಿ. Phi is equals to mass of vapor divided by mass of saturated vapor. Okay. Mass of vapor divided by mass of saturated vapor. Sujan, mass ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳು ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಹೇಗೆ?
Mass of vapor divided by mass of saturated vapor.
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ? Understood? So these are few different points. If you want, you can learn it. ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಏರ್ದು ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ 100% ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಏರ್ಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ 100% ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅನ್ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಏರ್ಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 1. ಓಕೆ, ವೆಟ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ DBT ಮೈನಸ್ WBT ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ವೆಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ವೆಟ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಟ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ರೈನೆಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದು WBT ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ವೆಟ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಲ್ಬಿಗೆ ನಾವು ವೆಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಆ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಏರ್ದು ಡ್ರೈನೆಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ WBT is an indirect measure of the dryness fraction. This is the point. For saturated air, ನಾನು ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಏರ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ dPT will be equal to WBT, WBT will be equal to dPT. So all dew point temperature, dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, all will be equal for a saturated air. Okay, so this is, you know, WBT will be always less than dBT except when the air is saturated. Saturated ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ, ಯೂಶುವಲಿ dBT ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ dBT ಮತ್ತೆ WBT ಮಧ್ಯ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಈಗಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ಲ. In a saturated condition, whether the dBT will be higher, WBT will be higher, or both will be equal.
Equal, sir.
Equals.
Both will be equal. Next is the degree of saturation. So degree of saturation now define ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, please do remember this. When you want the definition of degree of saturation or saturation ratio, go with this. Okay, simple. What is meant by degree of saturation? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಲಾರ್ದಂಗೆ? Okay, just by looking at this, can anyone say what is omega? What is omega? Omega ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Specific humidity. ಹೌದಾ? Omega
It is defined as a
very good ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ, ಹೇಳು.
specific humidity of saturated air.
It is defined as, ಹೇಳು, degree of saturation is defined as
ratio of specific humidity of actual air to the specific humidity of saturated air at the same
Very good.
temperature.
Same, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? So specific humidity of air, just actual air is omega, saturated air is omega. Yes, the ratio between these two is the degree of saturation. You have to remember this particular equation. It is very useful. Okay, it says phi into PT minus PVS divided by PT minus PV. PT ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Total pressure. PV plus PA. PVS ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Vapor pressure, saturated vapor pressure. Okay, PV ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ pressure of vapor, PA ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ pressure of air, PT ಅಂದ್ರೆ total pressure, PVS ಅಂದ್ರೆ pressure of saturated vapor. Simple. Okay, now sir ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, the next topic is enthalpy of a humid air or enthalpy of a moist air. It is simple. Enthalpy of a humid air is HA plus HB. H ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ enthalpy, small h ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ specific enthalpy. Okay, remember this three equations. It will be helpful in solving the problems. Okay, enthalpy of a humid air ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, enthalpy of air ಮತ್ತೆ enthalpy of water vapor ಇವೆರಡನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, you remember these three equations, it will be helpful in solving the problems. Now, how many of you have the psychometric charts with you today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about others? So you can download it from the Google Classroom. Thanks for Anish for posting that thing. Okay, you can download it and keep it ready. So take this problem. It's a basic level problem. We'll solve this. Okay, in another 2 minutes. So copy this and even download and keep your psychometric chat ready with you. Okay.
Sir, can you write that the first words of every line?
Sure, sure. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys ready, everyone? Shall we? So this is the first problem, so I want everyone to be attentive. Shall we start? Or do you require some more time?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is there in left side in the folding?
It is just the air is supplied to a room in a building. anything more than that. Okay. Okay. So given data. Okay. Now, the air is supplied to a room. So there is a room in a building in the winter season. Okay. Is to be at 17 degrees Celsius. We don't know which sort of temperature he has given. So I would just write T is equals to 17 degrees Celsius. Okay. And have the relative humidity of 60%. So relative humidity in the sense it is the value of phi which is given, which is 60%. So 60% is your relative humidity. So in terms of points, I can write it as 0.6. 0.6 is a relative humidity. Now, the barometric pressure is 1.01325 bar. So, if there is a room here and I keep a pressure gauge and measure the value of pressure, okay, whether this particular pressure is equal to the pressure of air, or it is equal to pressure of water vapor, or it is a total pressure of vapor plus air. What it is?
Total pressure of vapor plus air.
Very good, very good. So this is the total pressure, whatever he has given. So that is PT, which is equals to 1.01325 bar. Okay. So now, shall we? This only thing is given now to find. So what we are supposed to find here? Okay. Fine. Determine the specific humidity. That means, what do you mean by specific humidity that you have to find out? Second thing is the dew point temperature. So this is also being asked. Shall we start with the solution?
Yes, sir.
So specific humidity is given by, you know that it is 0.622 cross PV divided by PA. Right? Remember this formula, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Just now we have discussed and we have derived also. Now, from this, whatever the inputs I have the value of PT. PT is nothing but it is PV plus PA, pressure of vapor and air. From this, what is the value of PA? What is the value of PA? That is equals to PT minus of P. Keep this aside. Now take relative humidity phi. Okay. Relative humidity phi is given as 0.6. Now, you know that. What do you mean by relative humidity? So, relative humidity is what? Phi is partial pressure of vapor divided by partial pressure of saturated vapor. Correct? It is partial pressure of vapor divided by partial pressure of saturated vapor. So from this, what is the value of partial pressure of vapor? That is pressure of vapor. That is 5 times of PVS. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I find out what do you mean by partial pressure of saturated vapor, what do you mean by partial pressure of saturated vapor? Then I can calculate the value of PV, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If
sir.
I get the value of PV, I can calculate the value of PA, correct?
Yes, sir.
If I get the value of PA, I can calculate the value of omega. So that is what my approach is, right? let us start to calculate PV. Now, what is PVS? Please do understand this. All of you take your steam tables. All of you just take your steam tables, basic temperature basis tables. Okay, there. Okay, at 17 degrees Celsius, temperature is given. No, temperature is given as how much? 17 degrees Celsius. So at 17 degrees Celsius, what is the value of pressure? So that is PVS. So I will just write PVS
Sir.
here. PVS
17
at,
not yet, sir.
okay, I will help you. 17 degrees Celsius can be found using steam tables. Okay, referring, I will just put it in a box that referring temperature basis table. Okay, temperature basis table. Now, I think there is some problem, I guess, right? What is the problem?
Yes, sir.
I want
17
pressure
is
at
not
17 degrees
steam
Celsius. Not there. Okay. So T degrees Celsius in degrees Celsius and P in bar. So I guess you have the value for 16, right? And value for 18. And what is the value? I guess it is
Yes, sir.
0.018168, correct? And idu 0.020624. Correct the value, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So ನನಗೆ 17 ಇಲ್ಲ. I don't have for 17. I have for 16. I have for 18. So what can be done? Anyone? What can be done in this situation?
So that 16 and 18, that pressure value we have to plus and divided by 2.
Very good, very good. Excellent, Nagendra. You can take an average of these two numbers. We'll give you the value. Very good. That is also a correct procedure. And one thing I would say you, this sort of problems would arrive in many cases in your engineering career. It might come in design one, MOM, while taking any values from the tables, it might arise. You have the value for 16, you have the value for 18, but you require for 16.5. Then what you will do? In such cases, you have to go by the method of interpolation. What is that method of interpolation says is, I will just teach you this method. Please do understand this method. I would name all the temperature parameters as X, and I would name all the pressure parameters as Y. Okay. In this case, you can take an average also, but I will teach a common method. Okay. Now, how do you name it? Okay. I would take this as X1, X2, this is Y1, and this is Y2. Clear? Now, at X is equal to 17, I require the value of Y. Understood? Please understand this method, man. This is very, very important. Okay. At X is equals to 17, I require the value of Y. So in this case, the value of Y is given by the formula Y1 plus X minus X1 divided by X2 minus of X1 into Y2 minus of Y1. You have to remember this. And this is by method of interpolation. Okay, this can be used wherever you get a conflict like this. Okay, so now please to substitute all the things. Y1 value, you have it as 0.018168 plus X value, you have it as 17 minus of 16 divided by 18 minus of 16, that is half, into y2 minus y1, it is y2 is 0.020624 minus of 0.18168. So what is the value of y?
0.0194.
Very good. So it is 0.0194. Nagendra, average ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ತದ?
939 ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್.
ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. 939 is nothing but 94. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈ
94.
ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ? ಹೇಗೆ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಮಗೆ ಮಿಡಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ?
Yes, sir.
So this is nothing but the value of PVS. Therefore, PVS is equal to 0.0194. ಈಗ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ PVS ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ 5 ಇದೆ. Okay, you know that. Okay, you pick that equation to calculate PV, that is equals to 5 times of PVS to 0.6 into 0.0194. ಎಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ PV ದು?
$0.0116.
0.0116. So PV ಬಂತು. PV ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು? I should calculate my PA, right? So PA is equals to what? It is P. Guys, are you able to see the screen and voice is clear? There was an interruption.
Screen not visible, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. PA calculate ಮಾಡಿ. So PT ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು ನಿಮಗೆ, it is 1.01325 minus of PV is 0.0116. So PV is very important. Why I'll tell you afterwards. Okay. So from this, what is the value of PA?
1.00165.
00165.
00165 ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ರಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಉಂಟಾ? Okay. Now go for omega. Omega ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? You know that it is 0.622 into it is PV divided by PA. Correcta? So substitute ಮಾಡಿ calculate ಮಾಡಿ 0.622. PV value was 0.0116. PA value was 1.00165. Nav omega
7.22 into 10 to the power minus 3.
Okay. Textbook value ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? 0.00722 kg. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡಿ, kg per kg of air ಅಂತ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್. kg of dry air. This is the unit. Okay. Is the value correct?
So 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Correct is there now?
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ?
Correct.
Very good. So last, ಇನ್ನು ಡ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಒಂದು ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೊಂದು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡುವ. ಒಂದು 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ? 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮುಗ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. What about others, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So dew point temperature simple control, ಏನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬೀಳಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Steam tables will help you out in this. Dew point temperature ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ I told you this. I will just come back. Yes, this is. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ನೆನಪುಂಟಾ? ಡ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಪರ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ what are you going to do is EPT is determined at partial pressure of vapor. So it is determined at partial pressure of vapor. Partial pressure of vapor, you know what is partial pressure of vapor? What is partial pressure of vapor? PV value ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 0.0116. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರೆಷರಿಗೆ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ DPT. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಪ್ರೆಷರಿಗೆ 0.0116ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಪೋಲೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ.
Yes, sir.
ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಉಂಟಾ? ಏನ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ? 0.116 ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಮತ್ತೇನಿದೆ?
0.01 ಮತ್ತೆ 0.02.
0.01 ಮತ್ತೆ
0.02.
02 ಉಂಟಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಶೋರಾ? ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್.
ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡು.
0.01 2
ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
0.01 ಮತ್ತೆ 2 ಸರ್.
0.02
Sir,
ಉಂಟಾ?
temperature
ಅಲ್ಲ
basis
ಸರ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆಯ್ತು.
0.015 ಮತ್ತೆ 0.017 ಸರ್.
ಹಾ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ. ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಟು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ?
0.01 ಮತ್ತೆ 0.02.
ಓಕೆ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಓಕೆ, 0.01ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್?
6.98.
6.98. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 0.02ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ?
17.51.
ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ?
17.51.
17.51. ಓಕೆ, ನನಗೆಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು? 0.0116ಗೆ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಐ ವುಡ್ ನೇಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ x1, this as x2, this as y1, this as y2. So this is x. Now I require the value of y. Method of interpolation use ಮಾಡಿ. Same thing, y is equal to y1 plus x minus of x1 divided by x2 minus of x1 into y2 minus of y1. So ಈಗ substitute ಮಾಡಿ. y1 6.98 plus x is 0.01, sorry, x is 0.0116 minus of x1 is 0.01 divided by x2 is 0.02 minus of x1 is 0.01 again. y2 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 17.51 minus 6.98. ಈಗ y ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ dpt ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? 7.8 ಇದೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
Sir, 19.23.
Okay, 19.23. ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇವೆರಡು ಮಧ್ಯೆನೇ ಬರಬೇಕು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಇದು 17.51 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ನೋಡು ಆದಿತ್ಯ.
Sir, 8.7. 8.7, sir.
ಎಷ್ಟು?
8.7.
8.7. Just check the value. Others, I need few more confirmations.
Yes, sir. It's 8.66. So 8.7.
Okay. So dpt is 8.7 degree Celsius. Okay. Very good. Very good. Super. Okay. So this is how the problems would be on psychometrics. Okay. So there ends your first problem. You will solve lot many on psychometrics. So please do take this problem, okay, which has been asked in Jan 2018 for 8 marks. We'll solve this in the next class. Okay, till then, have a great afternoon.
Sir,
Take care.
sir, you have
Hey.
the last year previous question paper ATD.
Already update ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ Google Classroom ಅಲ್ಲಿ.